Have you made some quilt tools yourself that you use in your quilt room, and are they some of your favorites? Well, I have some things I've made in my quilt room that are my absolute favorite. Today I'm going to be showing you 10 items that you can make in your quilt room, and these are things that I use a lot. Now, in the comments below, be sure to tell me if you've made something that you use in your quilt room all the time, and be sure to give a little explanation of why you like that. Okay, so let's get started. My first DIY tool is my design wall. This is a huge design wall. It covers almost the entire wall. You've seen it in my quilt room tour, but I love this. And I just made this with picnic type tablecloth fabric that's lined with that flannel stuff on the back, and some big thumbtacks from the hardware department at Walmart. Now, it's getting dirty looking and kind of yucky, but I can't find the fabric anymore, and I can't get rid of my design wall. It's just too important. So that is one of my top, well, that is my top DIY quilt tool that I've made myself. Well, actually, Wes helped me. But it's incredible. Now, a lot of people use picnic tablecloths that have that flannel type backing. Now, those work great too. I've used those a lot at quilt retreats, and there's other fabrics you can get to make a design wall. But my design wall is so important to me. The second thing I have are these DIY foldaway mats. Now, I have a video on how to make these, and I'll put that in a link in the description below. Now, if you're having a hard time finding the links, just go to my description of the video and scroll down and you'll find all the links. But this, I thought I just had 2 of these, but I have 3 of these, and I really, really like them, and I use them all the time for marking. You can see that all the marks, all of them are marked up, but I use those all the time. Okay, I also have these design boards. These are a game changer for me, and I've made them in a variety of sizes. They're cheap, they're easy to make. All you need is some scrap batting, some of that foam board from Walmart. It's foam board poster board. It's relatively inexpensive, and you can get several. You can make several of these out of just one sheet, but and just scrap binding. That's all you need to make these. And I've even seen that some people don't, put the binding on. I like the binding because I like for them to be kind of cool looking. But I like these because you can lay out a block on here and it's not falling off and getting everywhere. So I really, really like these because it holds the pieces of your block steady. I really, really like those. Now, another thing I made are these design board holders. Now, this is just a cheap, inexpensive thing from Dollar Tree. These are napkin rings, and I just put them together using those zip ties. I have a video out on that. I'll put that in the link below, and I also have a video out on how I make these. But these hold my design boards, and I really like them. I actually have 2 of these in my quilt room that I use, but here's a picture of one. And as you can see in this picture, it just works great. Now, the one that you're seeing in the photo, I actually put 2 of these together so that they can hold quite a few. But I really, really like this. Cheap, inexpensive, but it works. My next fun DIY are these little containers that I use. These are recycled gum containers, and this is an ouch pouch and a sewing machine cleaning kit. You can put all kinds of things in there, binding clips. I mean, these are fun and easy to make, and I'll put a link for the video out on these. But these are nice because they're portable. You can toss them in your on-the-go quilt bag, and they're ready for you to use. Okay, my next DIY thing that I use regularly are these little, again, recycled gum containers for my used sharps. I've just written used sharps on there. If you're super creative, you can decorate it up. I don't decorate mine, but I like these because you can open this little this little lid to just put pins and stuff in, or you can open this big one to put your used rotary blades in. And I just really, really like these. They close good, things don't fall out, and when they're full, I just tape them up and throw them away. That way, everybody who handles the trash, including sanitation workers, stay safe. Another thing I like to make are these little cleaning wands for your sewing machine. Now these are super easy to make. All you need are some pipe cleaners and some coffee stirring sticks. And you just cut off a piece of the pipe cleaner, twist it, and stick it in there and round it out. I love these. They have been the best things for cleaning my sewing machine. So these are ones that I really, really, really like. And I use these a lot. In fact, they were in my sewing machine, my little sewing machine cleaning kit that I made. They just go right in there. The next thing are these mats that I made for my sewing machine. I like my sewing machine to rest on these because it helps cut down on noise and vibration, especially when you go on a quilt retreat or out on any type of sew day away from your home and you are quilting on a fold-out table. It just helps reduce the vibration. And I just made these using leftover selvages. I made one for 2 of my quilt friends, but these are super, super nice to use. And again, I use this every day. It sits under my machine. Plus it's great, bright and colorful, and I just love selvages. So I do have a video out on this too, and I'll put that in the description below. The next one I want to show you are these binders that I put together for holding my quilt patterns. They are just the perfect size, and I like it because they're easy to flip through and see what I have. You can even organize them by season or by quilt size. And again, these are just one of my favorites, and I use these a lot. I just, put quilt patterns and made a cute little decorative thing to put in the front. But in the description, in the description of my video, I've put the links for these binders as well as the little page protectors that hold the patterns. So this is another DIY thing that has really, really helped me keep my space organized, and I love to be able to just flip through and look at my patterns versus digging in a box or a drawer or whatever else you might store them in. Now here's the 10th thing I want to show you. This is how I hold my small specialty rulers. I just have a notebook. I love to use binders. Those of you who watch my videos already know that. But just snap pockets for this binder, and I just put my rulers in here with the instructions so they all stay together. And I really, really like that. Here are my block rulers. I mean, it's just a great way to store your specialty quilt rulers that keeps them organized. And again, I don't have to dig. I can just flip through the pages to find what I need. So I'm a big fan of using binders. Now in the comments below, don't forget to share with me your favorite DIY things that you have in your quilt room. I'm sure there's lots and lots of DIY tools that we can make for our quilt rooms that work great. And the nice thing about these is these are inexpensive things to make, and you can do it yourself. So until next time, have fun quilting.